Hindus created what you call deities, based on the universe, for universal energy, universal forces. These statues and these murtis and so on, what we call murtis, it means the Hindu word for statue. It's not that we are praying to statues, we don't pray to them, but we see ourselves in them, right? Or we see them in ourselves. For example, Lord Shiva, the one center, is known as the great Lord of time. He is the one who controls time in our life. So time itself is God. And tell me, who can control time? No one. So time itself is God. And then there is Lakshmi down here. And Lakshmi controls wealth and money and prosperity. And that we want that in our life. So it's not that it's a statue that we worship. We don't worship the statue. We worship the energy that is represented by the statue. So when we say somebody is a Lakshmi, we know they like money. That money is their karma. When we say somebody is a Shiva, we know love is karma, their karma, because love is ruled by Shiva in terms of love life and so on. Right? When we say Saraswati, which is the one in the end, that's knowledge. So when there's a lack of knowledge, that means that we need that force in our life. So again, it's not the statue. We are all measured by our knowledge. Right? The reason why you go to a doctor is because you don't have the knowledge, how to cure yourself. The reason why you go to a lawyer is because you don't know how to win the case. Everything we pay for is because of knowledge. You don't know how to grow rice, but you want rice. So the guy in India grows the rice for you, and then you pay for that. Right? He knows how to grow the rice. Everything you pay for is knowledge. So remember that. What are you paying for is knowledge. So when you buy a book, or you read a holy book, it's not just a book. It's something that you're going to own after that in your mind, in your head, that nobody can take away from you. So when you have all of these deities, this is what is reflected in life code now. So the life code science tells you what you are, what deity you are. And when you know what deity you are, then you can work with that deity. For example, if you know you're Shiva, you know you have to work with love and timing. But you know when you are Kali, you have to work with the mother principle and the family principle, right? Or you have to work with power. Kali also is power, right? And then when you are Indra, you have to work with creation, which is the water, the oceans and so on that creates life. So now, as you can see, each deity controls what your desires are, right? The same things that I like as a 5, Martha or Angela would not like because they're different numbers, or Marcella would not like because she's a different number. Right? So if you meet a guy, happen to be the same number as you, he will like the same things you like. Guaranteed. Right? Steve loves music, so does Marina. They are both 4s. Right? Yeah. But the beauty of that is that if you meet another person with the same number, is that you'll think the same way, but you also have the same bad days and the same good days. But if you meet someone else with a different number, so if you meet a 2 and a 1, so for example, the 1 will have a day before. So today they will fight, and then tomorrow you'll fight. So the whole idea is that you can see, I enjoy the universe that way. It's the beauty of that universe. that I know that when the people are number three, or 2 and 1 will have the day first, one will have the bad day first. No, 2 will have the bad day first. So they fight and they quarrel and everything, and then the next day the other one fights back. So karma is paid right away. So the whole idea is that you have to understand that, right? You know, so when 2 people are different numbers, they can complement each other. They can tell each other, well, okay, listen, you're running a bad day today, so why? Okay, well, you try to work with the numbers, right? So that's a beautiful gift. Life code is science is going to rescue this world. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful science to understand. And if you can understand it, and why is it so beautiful? Is because it's not astrology. It's not psychic, right? It's purely mathematical. It's like calculating your money. $1, $5, your change. We use mathematics for almost all of these things. Simple as just like adding your pennies together. That's how simple life code is. So realize, I want you to leave here with one thought today. Realize how powerful you are as a God in this world. Each person is a God. You create what you want. You create what you are. Right? One lady comes, she says, Swami, well, you know, I'm suffering. No matter what I do, it doesn't become successful, and I have to get some help. So I say, okay, well, you know, let's take a look at it, and we look at it, and we see the name is wrong. Now, what's the name? Why is the name wrong? Because at the time of birth, when the baby was born, they didn't meditate on getting a good name. They didn't spend time, as I said in this paper, to relax and think about the name. No, we got to get a name. So the mother cannot think of a name, so she goes and she asks her sister. Meanwhile, her sister is suffering. Her sister is having a hard time in life. So guess what kind of energy she's going to give? A bad name. So that's how you got your name, sometimes. Instead, you should be taking the name from a priest or a holy person, a person who's successful, a person who's happy, maybe from a millionaire. Maybe I get a good name from a millionaire. But whatever it is, this energy is transferred into name. So when I change your name, right? Like when a young lady comes and says, my life is not going right, you have to change your name. Why? Because she made that request earlier, before she met me. Before she met me, the universe heard that, okay, she's not doing well and she wants to be happy, so let her go to see Swami. So she'll meet Angela, Angela will bring her to Swami, or Martha will bring her to Swami. And then I will change her name and then her life will be clear. So whatever you ask for, whatever you request in your life, whatever you create in your mind, that's so. So realize how powerful you are now as you leave this meditation today. And realize how great you can change this world. Everyone can change this world. Change the world around you. By what you eat, what you say, what you look at, how you dress, all of these things can affect the world around you. So we all create our world. You know? And that's why when we say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya really means if Om Namah Shivaya really means I want to be the creator of my own world. That's Lord of Time. Create my own time. Right? So you can be happy. Right? And if you're not happy, then you check with the Swami, or you check with Angela, or you check with the knowledge to find why you're happy and then correct it. People are resistant to change. Swami, why do I have to change my name? Oh, if I change my name, my mother is going to go crazy. That's my favorite one. But it's your mother who gives you the name in the first place, and it's a bad name. Right? We just had one case where I see that the child is, this 2-year-old child, and I see that the child is going to die when she reaches 5. And I asked her, Muslim girl in New York, I asked her to change her name. And she says her parents will never allow that. So, she kept writing me and says, what should I do? What do I do? And I said, you have to change the name. I can't help you. You have to change the name. So I said, she said, well, my mother will agree. I said, you're old enough to decide. You don't have to listen to your mother. Why do you even have to tell her? So you have to do it in your own. I mean, if you're old enough to have a child, you're old enough to make a decision. It's always convenient, people, like one girl in New York, one girl in New York, she says her husband will never allow her to see me, right? So she comes to me and she says, well, he doesn't want me to go anywhere. He keeps me like a prisoner, right? And when I go here, he protests, so I can't go this way, I can't go with my friend. I said, well, how come you came to see me? She said, well, I had to hide and do it. I said, well, you can do the same thing all the time. Okay. So, sometimes you don't realize it, but we are doing things that we don't realize we're doing that's making our lives more unhappy. We create our own. So, everyone who learns life code will have an awareness of their life. And if you don't learn the life code, you will not do that. Now, people are lazy. People tend to, what they do is that they don't want to calculate anything. It's too hard to calculate the days or the months, so they call Swami. Well, Swami, what day I'm running? I said, did you get the book? Because they're so lazy, that person will never get their life together because they're so lazy. People are so lazy to give up black clothes. People are so lazy to stop eating red meat. And because they're so lazy to do that, they stay in the same path. Change is very good. Anytime you get change, your life is exciting. You know why you like the iPod so much? Because it's never boring. If it was the same screen all the time, you would not pick up the iPod all the time. But because you can have different screens and different apps and different all of these things, it makes the life more exciting. So change is good. So why not accept change when change comes? Change is what makes your life go better. So always accept change. But the minute it says change your name, no, I cannot do that. Or stop eating red meat. Oh, Swami, that's a big thing. I cannot do that. Right? Right away, you resist it. But the iPad is changing all the time. Changing the screen all the time. Now they got iPhone and so on.